Hey guys and girls, today by request we're doing a Pin Monkey game go over. Williams Spanish Eyes. This is 1971. A lot of people label it as 72, but at least per Internet Pinball Database, it was made in November of 71. They made 3,905 of these things. So this is it seems to be a love it or hate it game. And that's mainly because the artwork, from the feedback that I'm getting from everybody. It is designed by designer Norm Clark with Williams. The artwork, some people thought it was Christian March, who is known for quite a few games, but this is actually a guy named John Craig. He was not a pinball artist or designer or anything like that. He was basically a substitute teacher at Mundelein College in Chicago. And as he was walking by on his way to class, he just had some guy call out to him, say, "Hey dude, you an artist? And here, you'd be interested in some side work." Took him in this warehouse and told him all about this game Spanish Eyes, and asked if he'd like to do some artwork for it. So, hey, money's money. So he had done the back glass, which you see here, and the playfield. The word has it that he's not sure if he remembers doing the cabinet art or not, because I mean it's just some geometric shapes. I didn't slide the game out to take a look at it, but this is one of my personal collection. You know, if we get into it, if we do any repairs on it, I will definitely slide it out and we'll look into it even deeper. But just looking at this, it's a lot of just shapes. Check out the back glass. This does have a little bit of fading. You know, some little bit of flaking here at the bottom of the glass. But yeah, check it out. It's a little bit different. I mean, if you look at pinball machines of this era in the past, there is nothing that has this type of design. This type of design work on it. The flamingo dancer here with the rose in her mouth. It's kind of hard to tell what her expression is. If she's tired, or it's just very Picasso looking. Just shapes. These people up here, I guess, seem like they're having a good time. You got the checkerboard pattern in the background, the blue and white. I'm guessing that's supposed to be a dance floor of some sort. Sliding down to the playfield. See where it says balls to play on the back glass here? We're going to go over that in a minute. I put the 455S light bulbs in the titles. I kind of do that in all my games. Just a little bit of an attract mode, because EMs didn't really have an attract mode on them to get people to want to come and play the game. So moving down to the playfield. Looks like we got somebody playing the guitar. I don't know if she's dancing or just listening. It's hard to tell here. You got the peering eyes around the corner with the fan in the hand. And either they're both looking at something down here, maybe just her points because there really isn't anything to look at, or it's supposed to be a little side eye to each other. I'm not sure. And more geometric shapes up on the plastics. You got your stars. There's more of that dance floor checkerboard pattern. there's not a whole lot as far as there's no hidden images or anything like that on, as you see on a lot of the old playfields. We'll get to go over that one day too. All the hidden stuff that designers and artists tried to put into their work. I acquired this one probably late summer, early fall last year, 2020. And I got it from a guy that it had been in his house since the 70s, and the kids grew up with it. But it sat in his garage for years. So up here in the Midwest, we've got both extremes of weather, and that's probably what got the back glass and everything flaking here. But I mean, overall, it did take a ton of cleanup and just anything to it turned on and made a couple noises, and that was really about it. But it's not in bad shape. You know, I could polish up the coin door a little bit better. I just wanted to basically refurbish this one. There is a difference, a huge difference in shopping. You'll hear the term shopping, refurbishing, and restoring. So this is, I'm just going to say, a refurbished game. I've taken everything apart, stripped the playfield down to pretty much nothing, clean, waxed, changed all the bulbs, get it all waxed up, polished up. Had a little issue here, matching paint, and when I do, I'm gonna match it a little bit better because it's the only chip. This is the only spot right here in the playfield that I had. I do take that back. Right here, around the pop bumpers here, we had a there's a little bit of wear, and because of these odd colors and all the different designs in here, didn't come very far out. But basically what I did is I got a vinyl cutter. I just cut the circles to fit over it, and then I stuck a little piece of Mylar to prevent it from wearing in the future. And once I match the paint just right here, there will be a little piece of Mylar here as well. So when this is all said and done, we'll go over the gameplay here, and we'll play a few games. We'll do a couple in the with the lights on. We'll do a couple with the lights off. Let's take a look at this, because this is, like I said, 1971. This is a one and done artwork for John Craig, other than there is another game called Granada, which is basically the same game, but it's the add-a-ball version. Add-a-ball, instead of giving replays or credits for free games, it adds a ball for, certain features, whether you get, certain scores or, different features. This one has a couple. We'll go over this. But one thing that is unique about the Spanish Eyes is this is what I call a hybrid. If you look on any of these old EM games, you see that little window there, this little thing. A number will actually pop up in that, and there will say a number on there if there are credits on the machine, as far as credits being free games. Well, whenever you see balls to play, at least on this one, this is a hybrid where you can do credits. You can set it for novelty, which is you get nothing at all, you just have fun with it. Replay game, which is where you can win free credits, free games, or you can set it to be an add-a-ball. So in the paint here, what you'll see is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can actually play up to 10 balls on this game. It'll start out at 5, and then if you acquire certain features, which we'll go over, or a certain score, it will add balls. So usually you can tell an add a ball game either by seeing the numbers here and where it says balls to play, or you will see a, what am I trying to say here? The balls to play, or you'll see a countdown, and it will start with, it'll start the ball, like if I start a game right now, it'll start with ball 5. And then as I lose the ball, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1 being the last ball. So let's go over some rules here, because that's what always makes the game more fun. You can slap the ball around, you can get some points, that's great. But every game has its own set of rules. So if we look at the instruction card, making letters A, B, C, D, and E scores an extra ball. So this is obviously set up at the time. I haven't changed these cards over. So these were set up for the add a ball, which would be your extra ball. So A, B, C, D, and E, get the ball in A, B, C, D, and E. That will give you one extra ball. You can do that repeatedly. It'll just keep accumulating the balls. Making numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 lights center hoop to score. So what is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? These are stand-up targets. 1, 2, go over to this side. 3, 4, come down the playfield. 5, and 6. So once you do that, you'll see these lights light up. If you can get it in this little roundabout here, there is a target button under there. It'll roll over, and you get an extra ball for that. Otherwise, if you shoot it in that roundabout, it's worth 5,000 points. The great thing about EM games is the scores that you acquire are written all over the playfield. If you look, there really isn't, newer games and everything else just have arbitrary scoring, and it'll light up, hey, 1,000,000, or tell you on the screen what you get. But the EMs spell it out for you. So on these pop bumpers, 10 points or 100 when lit. The middle one is always 100, and this is also 10 or 100 when lit. And there's another unique feature about this game is there is one sitting between the flippers on the bottom, which is also 100 points when lit. Otherwise, it's only worth 10. How do we light that? Or these pop bumpers? As we shoot the ball out, if we shoot it at the right speed or velocity, whatnot, we run over this, boom, it'll turn on those. So every time that ball's bouncing around, it's going to either be worth 10 or 100 if you turn that feature on. So we're going to land it in one of the rollovers, lighting that. Hopefully it'll bounce back and forth a little bit. And come down, you got a couple 10-pointer rollovers here and there. Okay. The main feature of this game is right here in the middle. 5,000 points. It's pointing up through this rollover, through this little horseshoe. 5,000 or special when lit. The special is either the replay if you have it set for replay, or adding the extra ball. Hole scores, which is this, that's your kick out hole, scores 500 points. That's if nothing is lit, or 1,000 for each lit star. You light those stars by hitting those stand-up targets that we talked about. So if you hit, let's say, the number 5 over here, you go through, you get 1,000 points. If you have 1, 2, and 4, whatever, for as many as that you light up, that's how many 1,000 points you get. Until you get all 6. Remember, this can be worth up to 6,000 if you have all of them lit. This rollover in the horseshoe is normally worth 5,000 unless you get all is lit. Then once you get it there, it sets up for either the extra ball or the replay. And once all these are lit, these out lanes are also lit. I want to say it's 1,000 if it's not lit, or 5,000 when lit. So there's not a whole lot more to it, other than this is a game that I've learned you sit and wait. Just wait it out. When that ball comes down in here, this pop bumper here, it can either help you or hurt you. And the problem, not really a problem, it's kind of actually a neat design, but it is frustrating. These flippers are pretty wide set, but if you look under here, if I have my flipper up, that ball can sneak under that flipper and come out and you lose it. So you gotta be patient. So if going back to the instructions, tilt penalty, so if I shake the machine too much and set off the tilt bob, I just lose my ball that I'm playing. You don't lose your whole game, just like a lot of the older games. I haven't changed the cards, like I said. Scoring 70,000 points will give you an extra ball, as well as 110,000 points. Starting off with the 5 balls per game, you could take it all the way up to 10. This does actually have, up under the glass here somewhere, right over here I believe, can't see it now because it's not lit, but it does say 100,000. So when you roll this thing, that will go on. This is a game with both a bell and a chime. It's kind of a hybrid, in that way as well. Something Williams did. I don't feel that their chimes sounded nearly as good as Valley's, but that's just an opinion. That's about it. I'll take another quick look, and then we'll play a couple games for you. Stand by. Alright everybody, let's see what we can do here. I've tried to put the camera at the best angle that I can to at least catch the playfield action. I apologize for not having a second one yet to watch the score at the same time, but we'll work on that. So we're going to try a couple games with the lights on. We'll shut them off, show you a couple then. Let's see what we can do here. Right now we're throwing 5 balls. Missed it all over. 100, there's one stuff. Oh. There is no bonus on this. 4 left. I'm not doing very good. There's the bell and the chime. Sorry about the cursing. It all brings out that side of me. My best not to say anything that's tough to do. Keep getting the horseshoe. There we go. $5,000 out of 5. Look at this. Oh. get it in the horseshoe, we'll get the extra ball. So we have 2 balls to play, including this one. So if you can get it in the horseshoe, you'll hear it crack. 6,000. There we go. Okay, so I got an extra ball. It says 3 now. But it starts the sequence over again. 2 left. Now we got A, C, D, and E lit up. If we get B, if we can light up B up top, we'll get another free ball. That's not happening. Okay, let's go for the B. Okay, we went over that rollover, lit them up to 100 each. That was it. 79, 160. Not too bad. Let's try again. Jiggle the machine a little bit. My wife says I'm cheating, and I explained the purpose of the tilt bob and everything else, because you can do it, just not too much. Three left. See how it saved me there? It didn't help because I just dumped it. Uh-oh, see what happened there? I got a 50-50 shot if I open that flipper. What's going to happen here? Yeah, see? Usually I just lose it under there. Come on. Notice my light flickering there on the left side. That's not. Notice this light flickering now. See, it's one thing about pinball machines. You learn how to work on them, because if you're not playing, you'll always have something to do because you'll be working on them. There we go. Got the hundreds. And then it shuts off those hundreds after every ball, and that was the game. Only 41, 320 that time. Let's try some with the lights off. Sometimes I do it better in the dark. Woohoo! It is a pretty game when it's lit up. I don't care what anybody says about that artwork. It's not too bad. It's a fun game to play. You don't play the art. But I like the design of it. It takes a while to get used to the wide set flippers. So you just wait for it. all that up. There we go, that's what we want. Better for hundreds. 3 to play, we're at 16,580. One thing I didn't mention is if I get it in the horseshoe right now, I will get the extra ball. But if I drop it down one of the out lanes for the 5,000 points, it won't reset the sequence. It'll only reset that sequence after I get that extra ball or replay, whatever you have it set to. Mine's set to extra ball. Like that. Okay, I got my 5. Let's see how it's still there. Oh, we can do it. Come on. Two balls left. 6,000. Another 6. Another 6. See, now it's a good game. Oh, okay. I'm gonna lose this one. Watch. Here we go. It's definitely a different game to play. Last ball, unless we can hit that horseshoe. Oh, that's not happening. 47,460. We'll do one more for you. All 5. 5 left to play on this one. That blinking left side is starting to bother me. And I scissored it. Maybe we'll do that in a video. Just show you a simple socket fix. The light bulb socket. Oh my god, it's terrible. There we go. Hit that hundreds button. Light them up. Hear the chime, that's the 100 place time. Everything else, the bell is the ding, is the 10 point. So up top by the pop bumpers on this side, the outside of the horseshoe, there are a couple unmarked 10 point targets. That's why you hear all that racket going on when it's bouncing around up there. Left. I'm not taking the camera too much. Come on. Oh. One more. Let's go for that horseshoe. Alright, let's do one more. The lights off. See what we can do. What, 10,380. Not all that great. But we're getting those hundreds. as I have, it does me up good. Sometimes it's a timing thing when it comes off that pop bumper and hits the flipper just right. 42,740. Two more balls. Last one, 47,400. Terrible. We ended with 50,770. So, nothing. Well, hope you guys enjoyed that. And until next time, thanks for watching.